Hey everybody, this is Mrs. Schaefer. I wanted to go through a quick overview of your course. I know there's a lot of information for each course. They're set up a little bit different, and I just wanted to spend some time showing you the expectations that I have for physical science and also how the course is set up for physical science. So please remember that I know from my own experience that participation increases your learning. Sitting back and listening, you're just not going to learn as much. It's going to be harder on you. The other big thing is that it's really important to be respectful to all. We are all learning, we're all struggling, we all have bad days, we all have personal problems, and we just need to be kind to everyone and everything. You will want to be using your resources well to help you as you succeed in this class. This recording is just going to go through finding some things in the course. Please remember that the best indicator of success is persistent. Be persistent, be persistent. Coming to classes will be super important for you because I'm going to cover tricky things in class. We're going to practice a lot of these things in class. We're going to do labs and demonstrations together. You don't want to miss it. You also really don't want to submit late work because of the fact that it creates stress for you. You want to do your best. And the best way to do this is work on it a little day by day. My job is here to help you, but I'm not a mind reader and I can't physically see you, so I can't read your body language. So if you have problems, please reach out to people for help. If you have tech support problems with the computers or the online high school, then call tech support. The number's here. You will want to keep this number posted on your computer. If you're having problems with the Class Connect sessions, polling tools, or audio, then they also have a tech support number. If you need to get a hold of me, then you can always email me. We can try to meet at the end of class, and you can also call me. The school phone number is listed right here on the board, 231-794-5999. That's the main school number, and then each teacher has their own mailbox number or extension number. If you look at the bottom of most teachers' emails, you'll see their extension number is right there. So that's another way, though that is the hardest way just because we're teaching and in meetings. So more than likely, if you leave a message, you might get an email call back, or an email back instead of a phone call. It depends on what time it is. But we do our best to call you as soon as we can, or I do. So we do have a late policy. You'll want to know and watch your late days. The calendars will remind you of assignments coming up, and some of our assignments do close and do not open up again, so you'll want to check those out. There's a retake policy in the sense that we are focusing on mastery. That means that you want to master the material, not stress out about taking the test. So there are retake attempts and redo attempts. There is some extra credit there so you can practice. There's some practice quizzes in there that are there to help you before you take the assessment. Take those practice quizzes because the questions might be a little similar. And there's also a review sheet for each chapter we cover that you can take notes on. If you want to turn it in for extra credit, you may do that. You do need to have good information and as complete, not as perfect, but as complete as you can be. The purpose is to help you learn. It won't replace anything, but it will boost your grade, the extra credit. That's what you can do to help boost your grade. So when you log in and put your password in, you'll want to go into the page that looks something like this. If you click this middle button, it will show you all of your courses. The top one is the calendar. It used to look like this and it started to change, so it looks different each time. So this will look different from the picture here, and then the bottom is just announcements. As a warning, please do not just use your main page. The information here is good, but it's sometimes incomplete. Things don't always work well on the main page. So the signing into your K-12 password, getting to that main page is like walking into the building of your school. Going into these courses is like walking into your subject classroom, following the schedule. You want to log into these classes each and every day. You will miss information if you don't. All of your learning will be easier if you have that habit of going in each day, clicking on each of your courses, checking out the information in there, the class announcements, the class plan, everything is here. It's all linked in to your course page. There is a calendar. You can find this calendar two ways. You'll find it on the class plan, and you'll also in the content, I'll show you here in just a second, there is a semester calendar that puts it in a color-coded Word view in a Google document. So once you click up on this tab, Content, you will be able to see the textbook and all the assignments. So this right here on the left is kind of like an index. You just click on it and it opens up. And when you click on the left, it will open up here on the right and it will show you everything connected to the topic that you picked on. You can find this information also on the due date for the class plan. Both of those are present for that. This is where you find all of that material. Everything's here. Textbook readings, assessments, quizzes, practice quizzes, Dropbox assignments or labs, attendance, discussions, everything's there. But there are some extra things that I have added into the course to help you out, some helps. There is a Quizlet and a word wall. Both of those are great study helps. There is also that physical science calendar, semester calendar, and it will have links in there, active links to the PowerPoints and recordings. You will be able to also get the recordings from the CC session that you have in your assignment links also. So it's all there. This reading also has built into it, the K-12 system has built into it some study guides. They're PDFs if you would like to print them to take notes on the reading material. Just letting you know they're there. The review sheet is prepared to really focus in on the key ideas that we cover in the course also. All of your labs will be in the course. You'll see links if it's a virtual lab. Otherwise, we'll be doing it in class, and there'll be extra helps in there. So you can see that here it has due date. It will also have like end dates. You'll see end dates in there and due dates. So if you click on this, you'll see this is your textbook, your reading. There's a video here to help support your learning, and then your practice quiz and your attendance. So attendance is part of the grade. Participation is there. So I want to tell you how to complete that. In every CC session, you will see a slide like this. Could be at the beginning, could be at the end. This slide has an older picture of the course layout, but it's still the same information in the sense that on your class plan, you'll see the item that is due. You'll see those quizzes or the lesson material that's for the day. What you want to do is during the course, the CC session, whether you watch it live or recorded, there'll be a code word. It'll be written on the screen or given to you. It's a fill in the blank quiz. So what you would do is you'd go back here, you'd click on this, and then you'd fill in that code word. Spelling is important. You'll need to spell it correctly. The system has 2 attempts for it, and it does have an end date or close. When it closes, unless you have special circumstances, it stays closed. If you need more than 2 attempts because maybe you have a spelling issue, just email me, talk to me about it, and we'll check it out and see what we can do. This is 5% of your grade, so not a big deal, but the purpose is to remind you to work each day on your assignments. Students who do this are much more likely to pass the class well. You're working on it every day, you're not going to be stressed out. If you're sick or you have an appointment, no worries. The class is recorded and it will be posted so that you can make it up. I do not personally excuse attendance or the class participation attendance unless you're admitted to the hospital or you have an approved vacation contract. Both of those need to be submitted and filed as notes by your homeroom teacher. Everything else you just make up. And the reason for that is because I have spent the time to go through and make sure that the information is clear and also that we practice the information in the class. So that is very, very important to you to keep up on the material and to get the help you need so you are not feeling like you have to do this alone. Your grades are posted in the Grades tab. As they're graded, you'll see that information for you. There's also some student resource. There's a tab there that has some extra resources. I know that there's a lot of information and they're to remember and to learn. So I have created a spot to store some extra documents if you don't know how to do something in the course or how to use Lockdown Browser, need some helps, need to use Snipping Tool, need to remember how to make a graph or insert something into a Word document. That's okay. Check the student resources. They're there. They have their documents that will go again to the Google Drive, and many times they have video links and pictures of what to do. Now, because the course did change this year, the course layout, or I should say the appearance. Everything is still kind of the same, but the appearance changed. Some of the pictures are still being changed. I know I've gone through a lot of information. Please go through this more than once if you need to. If you have any questions, then please let me know and check out those student resources to help you out. Again, I'm here to help you. I know you can do this. I know that your efforts will pay off. Have a great day, and I look forward to the year with you.